अस्सलाम वालेकुम। 7 RY केसे में यास्मीन खान और आज 27 अप्रैल 2026। और नाज़रीन, आपको मैं स्पेशल न्यूज़ में ट्रम्प के बारे में बता रही हूँ कि जो कि ट्रम्प के ऊपर कातलाना हमला हुआ है, उसकी पूरी डिटेल बताने लगी हूँ। वो शख्स जो है वो इस वक्त 31 ईयर्स का है और उसने ट्रम्प के ऊपर कातलाना हमला किया और अमरीकी सदर ट्रम्प पर, यानी कि ये दूसरी दफा हमला किया गया जिससे कि वो बच गए हैं। अब वाशिंगटन डीसी में हिल्टन होटल में व्हाइट हाउस के को कवर करने वाले सहाफियों ने एक डिनर का एक्चुअली एहतमाम किया हुआ था। इसमें ट्रम्प के अलावा फर्स्ट लेडी भी थी, जेडी वेंस भी थे और दूसरी अहम शख्सियात भी थी और एक शख्स आया जो कि लेस था मसल्लस से, यानी कि हथियारों के साथ, और उसने हमला किया। उसके पास गन थी। तो नाज़रीन वहां पर जो थे वो बड़े बड़े, इसके अलावा और भी ओहदेदार थे और अपने आप को सबने बचा लिया क्योंकि वो नीचे चेयर्स के नीचे जो थे वो जमीन पर लेट गए और वहां पर उनकी इसकी ट्रम्प की सिक्योरिटी भी आई और ट्रम्प को भी बचाया गया और जेडी वेंस को भी किस तरह पकड़ के लेके जा रहे हैं। अभी मैं आपको इस सिलसिले में पूरा वीडियो क्लिप दिखाने लगी हूं जिसमें आपको पूरी सूरत हाल नजर आएगी। और इस बंदे का नाम है थॉमस एलन के नाम से ये जाना जाता है, इसकी शनाख्त हुई है और ये कैलिफोर्निया का बेसिकली शहरी है और बहुत ज्यादा एजुकेटेड है। पहले आप इसका ये कंप्लीट क्लिप देखिए।
America breaking overnight. The shocking scene at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington. Shots fired outside the ballroom just as the event was getting underway. President Trump, the First Lady, and top officials rushed off the stage.
We're sitting at the table here right next to the president when all of a sudden Secret Service rushed in.
Law enforcement armed with long guns securing the scene. Prominent guests hitting the floor, ducking under tables.
I thought it was a tray going down. I've heard that many times, and it was a pretty loud noise.
President Trump posting a video showing a heavily armed man racing past a security barrier. Secret Service in hot pursuit. One agent shot, saved by his bulletproof vest. The man pinned to the ground by agents, taken into custody. Authorities now saying he was a guest of the hotel.
This individual was intent on doing as much harm and as much damage as he could.
FBI agents descending on his California home.
President Trump attending the dinner after declining invitations for years. Hundreds of journalists witnessing the frightening incident firsthand.
But again, we're all just trying to piece together what exactly just happened here.
This morning, one of the top events in Washington, now a crime scene. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Sunday. Good morning, America.
And good morning, America. Let's get right to the breaking news. Overnight, an attempted attack at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The President, First Lady, and many other high-profile government officials evacuated as a man charged past a security checkpoint.
It was a chaotic scene with guests diving under tables under orders from authorities here. Here is what we know right now this morning. Authorities say a 31-year-old man from Torrance, California, named Cole Allen, raced past the Secret Service perimeter outside of the Correspondents' Dinner. They say he was heavily armed. Secret Service agents chased him down. They say Allen was not hurt, but an agent was hit by gunfire and saved by his bulletproof vest.
And also several of our ABC News colleagues were inside the room. They witnessed these events as they happened. And in just the past few hours, we've been learning much more about the suspect. The president holding a news conference on his return to the White House. And we have team coverage this morning from all the angles on this story. ABC News Chief White House Correspondent Mary Bruce leading us off from the North Lawn. Good morning, Mary. This had to be such a terrifying situation.
Morgan, good morning. And terrifying really is the right word for this. It was a chaotic and confusing scene. The dinner had just gotten underway. The first time Trump has ever attended as president. I was sitting about 20 feet from him when all of us in the room heard that loud bang. The president later saying he initially thought that a tray had dropped, but it was immediately clear that that was not the case as Secret Service agents in full tactical gear, their guns drawn, swarmed in to protect the president. Overnight chaos at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, moments after it began. Law enforcement storming the stage, an agent throwing his body in front of President Trump. It was just after 8:30 p.m., just moments after the national anthem was played at the annual event. The night's performer, Oz the Mentalist, seen talking to President Trump and the First Lady. when agents in tactical gear swarmed in to secure the room. Melania Trump visibly shocked, appearing to mouth, "What happened?" Secret Service agents, their weapons drawn, rushing Trump off stage. Some 2,600 guests packed into the ballroom at the Washington Hilton, diving to the ground, ducking under tables. Among the many journalists there, our team here at ABC. Certainly a very unsettling scene. Just a few moments into this dinner. But again, we're all just trying to piece together what exactly just happened here.
I'll tell you, I've not seen moments like this since I was with the president in Butler, Pennsylvania during that attempted assassination.
Members of the administration, including Vice President J.D. Vance, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Marco Rubio, and Pete Hegseth, all evacuated. FBI Director Kash Patel right there too. Just outside the ballroom, law enforcement say the alleged attacker charged past the security checkpoint. You see him here in this video posted by the president on social media. Secret Service racing to take him down and quickly apprehending him. Seen in this photo also released by the president. One officer shot and taken to the hospital.
We do know that a U.S. Secret Service uniformed division officer was struck in his vest. He was transported to a local hospital for treatment. The suspect in this case, he was not struck by gunfire.
The president speaking at the White House a short while later, describing the moment.
I heard a noise and sort of thought it was a tray. I thought it was a tray going down. I've heard that many times, and it was a pretty loud noise. And it was from quite far away. He hadn't breached the area at all.
Officials say the alleged gunman had a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives as he charged toward the ballroom. That man, now identified as 31-year-old Cole Allen. Overnight SWAT teams, FBI, and local law enforcement swarming his home in California.
Clearly, things are escalating now that we have this light kind of on that second floor window there and a laser beam pointed at the doorbell.
ABC News learning authorities believe Allen booked a room at the Hilton early this month. Officials say he allegedly previously made reference to targeting administration officials, but was not specific. The president determined, vowing to hold the event in the coming weeks.
We very much wanted to continue it because I don't like to let these sick people, these thugs, these horrible, horrible people change the fabric of our life, change the course of what we do.
Now, the president himself, personally, and the country are unfortunately all too familiar now with political violence. Trump was pressed about his own security posture, but he says
तो नाज़रीन, आपने ये इसका क्लिप देखा और इसका ये एजुकेशनल स्टैंडर्ड भी बड़ा हाई है, मतलब एजुकेटेड है। आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि ये कानून एजुकेटेड बंदा है, यानी कि ये कहा जा रहा है कि हिज नेम इज, पूरा फुल नेम जो आप इसका कहें वो है कोल थॉमस एलन, and he is 30 years old, and he is teachers from California, masters in computer science and California State University, bachelors in mechanical Caltech, worked at C2 Education 2024 teachers of the month। नाज़रीन, इतना पढ़ा लिखा बंदा होकर इतनी सारी इसके पास डिग्री हैं और इसके बावजूद इसने ऐसी हरकत की है। और पता नहीं अब इसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कंप्लीट होगी तो पता चलेगा कि उसमें क्या है, इसके पीछे कौन, इसने क्यों किया है। और जो है वो फिलहाल इसको अरेस्ट तो कर लिया गया और इसकी कंप्लीटली इन्वेस्टिगेशंस हो रही हैं। अब दूसरा आप ये देखें कि दूसरी तरफ पाकिस्तानी अवाम जो है वो भी किस कदर जो है वो परेशान है इससे, जो कुछ वहाँ पर हो रहा है। और ये मैं आपको एक, वैसे आप हंसेंगे भी थोड़ा सा, चले आपका मूड भी थोड़ा सा चेंज हो जाएगा। ये मौलाना फजल रहमान उन्होंने किसके ऊपर बनाया हुआ है और वो किधर देख कर जो है वो अपनी ज़बान में बोल रहा है, भौंक रहा है। मैं क्या अल्फाज कहूँ, अच्छा भी नहीं लगता। ये मैंने सोशल मीडिया से लिया है नाज़रीन। यानी कि इससे ये आपको बताने का मतलब है कि इस तरह के लोगों के, इन लोगों के, यहाँ के हुक्मरानों के बारे में भी, और जो वहाँ के वर्कर भी हैं, काम भी कर रहे हैं एज, चाहे वो एक सहाफ़त का ही काम लेडी कर रही है और वो पब्लिक में किस तरह आई है, जो कि अकॉर्डिंग टू पाकिस्तान जो है वो उसको नहीं पसंद किया जा रहा, और किस तरह के उनके बारे में ये चीज़ें बन के और अपने ख्यालात का इजहार अवाम कर रही है, आपको बताने का सिर्फ ये मतलब है। तो ये आप क्लिप भी दूसरा देखिए और इसके बाद हो सके तो मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Welcome to the studio, and look who I have with me today. He's ready to report the news. Thanks for watching. Hello.
खुदा हाफिज।